Hello, I'm Bill Ramsey, and I'm the Director of Education for the Photographers of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Inc. We're a 501c organization. And I'm privileged to be standing here in the midst of a brand new exhibition at Gilcrease Museum. And this exhibition was a concept that originally came to our photography club toward the first of last year in 2020. And I'm introducing Mark Dolph here. It was his concept that began this exhibition, and we started in July, and now this has become a reality. So, Mark, I'm going to let you take it away and tell us more about the origin and how this thing came to be, and we certainly appreciate Gilcrease's interest in our club and our photography. So thank you.
Thank you, Bill, and thanks to all the folks at Photog, the Photography of Tulsa, Oklahoma group, for participating in what became this exhibition, Assignment Tulsa. The origins really are many. I have had a goal of having community-based exhibitions over the past several years. They began with 2 master classes that we did with David Halperin that became the exhibitions Hidden in Plain Sight 1 and 2. And then that was followed by one with Mazen Abou-Fadl, art teacher at Holland Hall, and a master class became the exhibition Ether and Earth. Jumping forward in time a little bit, about 2 years ago, we had an exhibition of photography from the Pulitzer Prize winning photographs. And one of the Photog members, actually it's a couple of members, Donna and Gordon Bodie, were out for one of our events, and we got to talking, and Donna suggested that I really should get with Photog because we had a natural affiliation and love of photography, and perhaps there was something we could do. That became a tour that we did in the Dorothea Lange exhibition specifically for the Photog. And from that, I was introduced to Bill and Kathy DeRucho, and we began to talk about ways to partner. And I think that became the collaboration that you see in the exhibition that opened Friday, March 5th here at Gilcrease Museum, Assignment Tulsa. I had begun to go to some of the Photog meetings, and I saw that there was a contest each month, theme of the month, and I thought, well, gosh, they're already doing a contest. How can we take advantage of that, create a theme to have these contests specifically for what would become an exhibition? And talking with Bill and Kathy, we developed the idea that became Assignment Tulsa, that we would have 5 months worth of contests. We would begin in July of 2020 with Buildings of Tulsa. The next month, August, would be Icons of Tulsa. What you see behind me would be the month of September, Tulsa Parks. October was Tulsa People. And then the last month of the exhibition was November 2020. It was open to anything as long as it had something to do with Tulsa. And that month allowed for much more manipulation of the photographs than the previous months had. Now, when we developed this in late 2019, early 2020, it was inconceivable that it was going to take place during a pandemic, which it did. But I think that's an added bonus for this exhibition because it really captures Tulsa at this time of great upheaval, of having to learn how to deal with a pandemic. And you see evidence of that in the photographs, but you also see evidence of the social and racial justice protests that occurred last summer. So as you're out looking at works in the exhibition, be sure to think about the time that this exhibition, the contest took place, because you will see evidence of that. A couple of things I want to mention. Because of the pandemic, there was a very unplanned for, unexpected gift that many of the Photog members mentioned to me, that the Assignment Tulsa assignments each month gave them a great reason to get out of the house, get off the couch, out in from in front of the TV with all the bad news that we were all having to endure, and get out, explore Tulsa, find new subjects to take photographs of, new places. And that applies to me as well. As a judge of these, I saw parks that I had maybe known about but had never visited. And one here in the corner near me is the Redbud Valley Park. I'd heard about it, but seeing several of the photographs for that month's contest encouraged me to get out of the house and go out to Redbud Valley. So I think that was a really kind of special gift that those that participated were able to enjoy and take advantage of. And then the other thing I want to mention is that what you see on the wall, these beautiful photographs, 49 photographs, the winning photographs of Assignment Tulsa, would not have been possible first and foremost without the participation of the photographers, as I've come to call them, but also Apaters Photography here in Tulsa did all of the printing that you see, and then once they were printed, they went over to Ziegler's Art and Frame for the framing. So I want to give a big shout out to those two partners. So there's always a cast of thousands in any project like this, and many of those names are go unspoken. But I want to close with a big thank you to everybody that was involved in what has become Assignment Tulsa up here at Gilcrease Museum until 4 o'clock Sunday, July 4th. The final portion of our program will be a review of each of the 5 monthly themes, beginning with Tulsa buildings, moving to Tulsa icons, Tulsa parks, Tulsa people, and ending with the open photography of November. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. The 40 Assignment Tulsa July entries demonstrated the skill, artistry, and creativity of the photographers, which was evident in how they captured and presented Tulsa buildings. The works by the 9 winning photographers revealed their willingness to take chances with the selection of their subjects, taking photographs from unique perspectives and turning what was once familiar into images that are fresh and compelling. We see the beautiful geometric precision found in a parking garage and many innovative ways of interpreting Tulsa's cityscape. John Doberstein looked below the surface of the city's built environment to photograph the tunnels connecting Tulsa buildings, and as a result, his The World Below was selected as July's overall winner. And photographs taken inside of buildings proved as spectacular as those of their better-known, iconic exteriors, demonstrating once again how the power of still photography can capture time and place like no other medium. The 38 August entries in Assignment Tulsa showed that our city has many beloved icons, from old familiar favorites to those only recently designated as iconic. One of Tulsa's newest icons is Buck Adam, photographed wearing his COVID mask, a reminder that the assignments in Assignment Tulsa took place during a global pandemic. There were also many time-tested icons, like the Cain's Ballroom and Desert Hills Motel, each captured with the beautiful glow of Tulsa's iconic neon lighting. And speaking of neon and lighting, how about the Circle Cinema with this fabulous long exposure shot taken as a fire truck rapidly approached? Like the Circle, many of Tulsa's icons are buildings. This one, with a mural of Leon Russell and photographed by Pat Clancy, was judged the overall winner for August. Some Tulsa icons are instantly recognizable, like Appeal to the Great Spirit in Woodward Park. Photographed from different perspectives by 2 photographers, they demonstrate, yet again, just how creative the eyes behind their cameras truly are. The assignment for September was Tulsa Parks, and the photographers showed that Gathering Place has quickly become Tulsa's favorite park, with 8 of the 21 entries and 3 of the winning photographs taken within Tulsa's newest and most visited park. Besides Gathering Place, the winning September photographs include images of Woodward Park, the grounds of Gilcrease and Philbrook Museums, the Tulsa Zoo, John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park, and Redbud Valley. And speaking of winning photographs, the overall winner for September is this stunning shot of the now iconic boathouse at Gathering Place, titled Light Show by Bill Ramsey. October saw the photographers focused on Tulsa people. The 21 entries featured photographs of people that we might want to meet or know more about. These are Tulsans full of fun and whimsy, strength and resolution, and one whose existence is all but hidden from view. These 9 winning Tulsa people photographs offer all that and more. People like these strong, resolute women, or Bill Oswald's grandson finding delight in watching the snow swirl around a miniature Tulsa world in October's overall winning photograph, Exploring Grandma's Magic Globe. And after months of pandemic-induced isolation, who could resist getting out and celebrating with live music at the center of the universe or at a favorite performance venue? How about spending time with Mary Beth Babcock at Buck Adams' Cosmic Curios on Route 66? Or to reflect on the life of this homeless Tulsan. For November, the final of the 5 months of the Assignment Tulsa competition, the only requirement for the photographs was to capture the essence of Tulsa, broadly defined in some form or fashion. Post-production manipulation of the 25 entries was permitted, something not allowed in the first 4 months of the competition. And yet again, the art of photography is obvious in the 12 winning November photographs, just as it was in all of the 49 winning works presented in Assignment Tulsa. November's photographs provide additional visual evidence of the many things that make Tulsa such a special place to live. Attractions like our wonderful museums or the urban wilderness found on Turkey Mountain and along the Arkansas River. And special places like Boston Avenue United Methodist Church, captured through a looking glass that earned Belinda Krause the title of November's overall winner with Art Deco through the looking glass. Yes, Tulsa truly is special. Thank you, Photog photographers, for showing us just how special it really is. This concludes our virtual tour of Assignment Tulsa. I invite you to plan a visit to Gilcrease Museum and experience the exhibition in person, open through Sunday, July 4th. We look forward to seeing you in the galleries.